Everyone, my name is Weswa Ronnie, a student of Mbale Secondary School, and this is Wildlife Club, Mbale Secondary School. We are here to introduce you to our botanical garden. This is our botanical garden that we actually came up with. This is actually to implement in the members and the students of the country about what the environment is all about. We are here to talk about the environment because we see that this botanical garden just earlier, in the earlier years, we had the botanical garden, we had all our trees here. But unfortunately, all our biodiversity has been lost just because of cutting down of trees. So we are trying just to gazette this place so that we can come up with different species of trees. When we come up with a different species of trees, this can be medicinal trees, and these are going to help us in carrying out the different environmental practices, such as when these trees are held in our community, we are going to make sure that all the trees are going to help us in the rain formation, and this rain formation is going to help our crops, even the ones in the surrounding communities. This is going to help the rain formation and also reduction in the accumulation of the carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. Yes, this project here is also solving the problem of pollution. We have seen that in our environment and outside there, people are drinking what they drink, people are using plastics in the different ways. As you have seen the different bottles we are having. These bottles here are being dumped everywhere, leading to air pollution, we have land pollution, as also it's having the negative effects on the environment. You see that when these bottles are dumped there, they're going to lead to soil infertility. Maybe also when they're burned, these are going to lead to accumulation of gases into the atmosphere. So when we come up and make these plastics here into useful things, this means we are trying to innovate. We are trying to make sure that our environment is not destroyed by the plastics. So we came up with this project such that our environment is secure from all kinds of plastics, so that when we come up with these plastics here, they're going to save us from some of the dangers which are going to result into the pollution of these plastics in our environment. As you can see, these plastics here in our environment, they are very, very, very vital to us. We cannot live without them, but then we should know how can we live friendly with them. And so we cannot say we should burn away the plastic, but then how can we live in a friendly way with them? So that's why we came up with this botanical garden. This is going to help us make something that is better. As our elders are living, what are they leaving behind? Are they leaving something, or they are living irresponsible citizens? Remember, with the upcoming citizens, are we becoming responsible citizens, or we are becoming irresponsible citizens? So we should come up and say that if our elders did this or did not do this, then what are we coming up with? how can we care for our environment? Because we know clearly that our environment is the one that supports our living. When we don't have this environment, then we cannot live. Just find an environment where everyone is sick, everyone is suffering from asthma, everyone is suffering from the different diseases. And you see that even these plastics can be dumped into the water bodies, into other places. These are leading to even different diseases like malaria, like Ebola, some sort of that. So if we come up with such things, if we come up with such mitigations, we are going to make sure that our environment is safe and conducive for everyone, for the future generations and everyone that is to come for us. This project here was started out by all the members. We came up with this project just when we looked out for the environment and all our surroundings, as you can see in the school. We came up with this project and said, no, as the wildlife club, we know that we are conserving for the future generations. And therefore, what are we conserving for the future generations if we do not care for the environment and what impacts are having the negative on the environment? And therefore, we say that if we have these plastics being renewed, being put into good use, then we shall have our environment into good use. As you can see our environment, as you can see our botanical garden, it's not that finished as we are trying to level out our botanical garden as the soil is being leveled, so that we can make sure that this garden here is filled with a lot of species, and these species of which I first said they are going to be of medicinal process, or they are going to help the environment even in their daily health problems are going to be solved. This, we are going to make sure that we live in a very conducive environment with everyone around us.